I think there's something beautiful about detours. Not when you're in them, because when you're in them, they can feel a little confusing. They feel inconvenient. They feel like life is pulling you away from the path you thought you were supposed to be on. But sometimes I think detours are God's way of slowing us down long enough to see what we were missing this whole time. Because we live in a world that teaches us to keep moving, to keep building, to keep proving, to keep becoming something that looks successful from the outside. And sometimes, if we're not careful, we can get so caught up in chasing the life we thought we wanted that we forgot to ask ourselves if that life still feels true. I think that's what my journey has been teaching me along the way because my path hasn't been linear. Not in my career, not in my relationships, not in my healing, and not even in the way that I've come back to myself. And for a long time, I think I kept trying to make everything make sense. I wanted to understand why certain things in my happen, why certain doors close, why I had to start all over again more than once, why I had to lose versions of myself I worked so hard to build. But maybe life is always meant to make sense while we're living it. Maybe some things only become clear when we finally give ourselves time to reflect. And that's something I think we don't do enough. We don't always stop long enough to understand what life is trying to teach us. We rush through the pain, we rush through change, we rush through growth. We rush to get to the next version of ourselves without honoring what the current version is trying to learn. And I think there's something super sacred about slowing down enough just to see the whole picture because life isn't just spiritual and it isn't just logical, it is both. And we are both human, we have faith, we are both human. We are human, we have faith, we have ego, we have dreams, we have fear, we have responsibilities, we have intuition. We have moments where we trust God completely, and we have moments where we still want to control the outcome. Yeah, ditto on that one. Maybe the lesson isn't to shame any part of that. Maybe the lesson is to learn balance. Because I've realized I don't want to live only in one side of myself. I don't want to be so logical that I lose my heart, and I don't want to be so spiritual that I disconnect from reality. I don't want to chase success and forget my soul, but I also don't want to chase dreams without wisdom, structure, or discipline. There has to be a balance. There has to be a place where the heart and the mind can meet, where faith and action can work together, where surrender doesn't mean doing nothing, and ambition doesn't mean losing yourself. I think that's what this season of my life has been showing me, that I'm not here to abandon one version of myself to become something else. I'm here to bring all of myself together. The technical side, the creative side, the corporate side, the artistic side, the woman who knows how to build, the woman who knows how to feel, the woman who has survived, the woman who is still learning how to soften. That one's a that was a little difficult, but we're working on it. All of her belongs here, and maybe that is why the detours mattered, because every detour brought another piece of me back. Every unexpected turn taught me something I couldn't have learned on the straight path. Every delay made me look deeper. Every ending made me question what I was really holding on to. Every beginning asked me to trust myself in a new way. And now when I look back, I can see that I can see the growth in the pages that I have written. I can see the moments where my pain is clear, that I can see the moments where I was writing from pain, then from survival, then from healing, then from understanding. And that is beautiful to me. That's the beautiful thing about writing. You can see the evolution of everything from a different perspective. Because for me, writing didn't just become something I was creating, it became something that was creating me too. It became a reflection of all the detours I didn't understand at first. The ones that broke me open, the ones that redirected me, the ones that brought me closer to God, closer to myself, closer to the truth of the life I actually want to live. And maybe that is the point. Maybe the journey was never supposed to be perfect. Maybe it was supposed to teach me how to be present, how to enjoy the becoming, how to stop waiting until everything makes sense before I allow myself to feel grateful. That one was a hard one because even now, I don't have everything figured out. I mean, much less, but I can look back and see that nothing was wasted, not the technical career, not the corporate world, not the art, not the heartbreak, not the confusion, not the starting over again and again. Not the moments where I felt like I was behind. All of it taught me something. All of it shaped me. All of it helped me understand that balance is not about having everything perfectly together. It's about learning how to stay connected to yourself while life keeps changing. And maybe that's what freedom really is. Not escaping responsibility, not abandoning structure, not living in fantasy, but building a life where your soul can breathe, a life where your mind has direction, your heart has room, and your spirit still feels connected to God. A life where you don't have to perform only one version of yourself to be accepted. A life where all of you gets to exist. And I think that's what the detours have taught me. To stop resenting the path for not being straight, to stop rushing the process. That one's kind of difficult. I like rushing the process because I'm impatient, clearly. Lesson I'm learning is to be patient. To stop believing that life has to look perfect to be meaningful, because sometimes the most beautiful parts of our story are found in the places we never planned to go. And sometimes the detour is not taking us away from our purpose. Sometimes it's teaching us how to finally live it. Yeah. I was reading it, of course. Can't memorize the whole thing. It's too much. Well, that's it for me today. Just a lot of writing to do. A lot of deep insight. A lot of reflection and wonderful moments of learning along my journey. So that's it. 7 minutes is enough of you guys hearing me talk. So